Over the weekend, I made a few videos mocking the Bharat Empire's weakness. After being blackmailed by the US, it quickly knelt and surrendered, becoming the first major power to kiss Trump's ass. However, my videos faced fierce backlash from some Bharat fans. They sneered that China lost the US and is now crying. Indian media widely hyped this as a golden opportunity for India to replace China and supply products to the US. In fact, at the Green Bharat Energy Conference, an Indian economist expressed dissatisfaction with Indian companies. With Chinese electric vehicles now facing Western tariffs and unable to enter the US market, isn't this the perfect time to ramp up production and replace China? He also expressed concern, stating that India's electric vehicle industry lags behind China by 5 years, which is unacceptable. Honestly, I can never understand why the Bharat Empire seems to live forever in its own parallel universe. Its people's perception of the world and India's place in it is completely different from other countries. Even their values form a system of their own. First, let's not talk about whether India can replace China. Let's discuss the essence of this tariff war. The US wants to use its superpower status to bully other countries, intimidate, and extort them, demanding sacrifices for the US. In plain terms, it's robbery. Faced with such a thug, some choose silence, some protest, and some obediently pay up and kiss Trump's ass. After all, small countries like Vietnam and South Korea have no ability to resist the US. Their kneeling is a reluctant choice. But India, which claims to be a superpower, also knelt at lightning speed, terrified of kneeling too late and missing the chance to kiss Trump's ass. Such a superpower is simply the biggest joke in human history. Even more shamelessly, when China stood up to confront the US, clearly opposing American hegemony and striking back hard, hurting Trump, other countries, even if they didn't dare side with China, should at least not slander China or hope for its downfall. China's resistance upholds international order and the interests of most countries globally. But the Bharat Empire is different. Yes, this country, taxed by Trump and too scared to fight back, has media celebrating China's blows from the US, eagerly hoping China falls so it can replace China as the world's factory. It's like a thug robbing people on a bus. Someone stands up to fight the thug, but another hopes the fighter falls so they can steal the fighter's watch. Yes, India is such a morally bankrupt country. Its courage is less than that of Canada, a nation of just 40 million people. Its shamelessness breaks through the lowest limits of human conscience. For such a country, tell me, is my mockery wrong? Second, when India is criticized worldwide for poverty, filth, ignorance, and lack of morals, Indians always blame others for racism or bias against India. They can't understand. What's the big deal about gang raping foreign tourists, raping goats and lizards, cheating clients with goods, evading business responsibilities, extorting foreign companies, or scamming elderly Americans? Don't these things happen in every country? They completely fail to grasp that these things, which shatter human comprehension, are almost routine in Indian society. They don't understand the shock others feel upon learning about them. So they fake credentials to enter the US, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and Europe, wildly disrupting local order, leaving locals stunned. They see nothing wrong with their actions. Because in India, moral corruption isn't considered a flaw. A liar who abandoned his wife for years can become prime minister. In a country where half the population lacks toilets, he boasts about being a superpower. Such a person is worshipped as a hero. Tell me, in the Bharat Empire, what counts as immoral? All right, let's talk about kneeling. If surrendering to the US and kissing Trump's ass could make you the world's factory, I'd like to ask Indians, what's your secret to guaranteeing you can kiss better than Vietnamese or Koreans? Have you mastered some inimitable technique? Or can you add more emotional value when kissing Trump's ass? You know, One of India's global labels is filth. If Trump's ass needs kissing, India should be at the back of the line. But I reckon Modi has already been to Washington, pledging loyalty to Trump, yet still couldn't escape tariffs. He probably tried to lightly kiss Trump's ass, but was rejected. After all, a man who wears a skirt all day, would you let him kiss your ass casually? But don't panic. Bharat Empire citizens. Though many want to kiss Trump's ass and India can't get a spot, there's still India's son-in-law, Vice President Vance, whose ass is also available for kissing. He's planning a trip to India. Maybe he's discussing with his Indian wife what pose would be most polite for Modi to kiss his ass. So, after the Bharat Empire successfully kisses the asses of US leaders, how will it replace China? Right now, Americans rely on China for electronics, including phones, computers, appliances, machinery, instruments, rare earths, rare metals, and various components, covering nearly every aspect of production and life. No way around it. China's the world's factory. Take Tesla. It needs Chinese companies for batteries, cells, and motors because Chinese products are high quality, cheap, and delivered on time. Or Apple. 90% of iPhones are made in China because Chinese-made iPhones are low cost and high quality. Or the US's Boeing and Lockheed Martin, which need China's rare earths, rare metals, and components. Tell me, what can the Bharat Empire produce to replace China? For the lowest tech iPhone assembly, Apple and Foxconn have struggled in India for years, making a mess. In the end, they increased investment in Hunan, China, because Bharat Empire workers have low skills, lack discipline, and have poor production efficiency and low product pass rates. There's even talk of E. coli contamination. Plus, the Chinese government has started banning skilled workers from going to India and prohibiting key equipment and components from leaving China for India. Tell me, will the Bharat Empire develop all components and key equipment itself? How long will that take? Can Apple wait that long? Or can Trump? As for Tesla's electric vehicles, what can India produce? Does the Bharat Empire have even one decent power battery? Forget about other components. Rare earths, precision titanium alloy parts, engine blades. India probably can't even buy these, let alone produce them. Tell me, how can a backward agricultural country like India replace China as a US supplier? How many of your workers have heard of integrated stoves, smart toilets, or coffee machines? If China gave Indian companies the blueprints for its tunnel boring machines, could they build them? DJI drones, Unitree robots, robot dogs. If we gave them to you to copy, could you do it? Cursing China on TV all day, will that make India develop?